What is the heaviest pull-up ever performed by a human? With so many people training pull-ups around the world and weighted calisthenics and streetlifting growing in global popularity, but especially in Europe, the feats of strength being performed today are shocking. So let's take a look at 20 of the heaviest pull-ups ever performed. Starting off at number 20, we have Artem Shirokov, who is a 25-year-old, and I believe he is from Russia. Some of these people have a very obscure online presence with limited information. However, I do know he stands at 5'8" and weighs 187.4 pounds or 85 kilograms. His best two-arm weighted pull-up is 220.5 pounds or 100 kilograms, which is 117.6% of his body weight. Artem might be best known by his 185,000 followers on Instagram for his world record muscle up on the rings of 143.3 pounds or 65 kilos. But Artem has since achieved a new record doing 154.3 pounds or 70 kilos on July 13th, 2021. Number 19, Andrey Aleksandrov. Andrey is just a 20-year-old who stands at 5'8" and only weighs 132.3 pounds, which is the lowest body weight of anyone on this list. And his best weighted pull-up is also 220.5 pounds or 100 kilos, which is an incredible 166.6% of his body weight. But even more impressive than that is his weighted one-arm pull-up personal best of 66.1 pounds or 30 kilos added, which is 50% of his body weight. He has also done a one-arm pull-up with 52.9 pounds or 24 kilos for 3 reps and 20 consecutive body weight one-arm pull-ups. I can't wait to see what else he's able to achieve considering he's only 20 years old. Number 18, Mathew Shoffner. Mathew is from the US with an unknown height and age, but is shown here doing a 225 pound or 102 kilo weighted pull-up at a body weight of 147.8 pounds or 67 kilos. This is 52.2% of his body weight. He is also known for his one-arm pull-up strength, where he does a one-arm pull-up with 45 pounds added for 1 rep in each arm, then again for 1 rep in each arm in the same set. Mathew states he started training because he wanted to look like and be strong like characters on Dragon Ball Z and was a wrestler in high school. I like that his form is slow with minimal kipping, but it's hard to tell if he's getting full range of motion and if he's getting his chin above the bar on some reps. He also does other very impressive challenges like 100 one-arm pull-ups in 23 minutes and 28 one-arm pull-ups in 1 minute, alternating arms as needed. These feats of strength are posted many years ago, some 13 years ago, which is really impressive for the time, before calisthenics was as popular as it is today and all the information we have about training strategies now available on the internet. Number 17, Koray Yilmaz. Koray goes by Koray Lifts on Instagram, and he weighs 180.8 pounds or 82 kilos, and he does a weighted pull-up with 231.5 pounds or 105 kilos, which is 128% of his body weight. There is no other information on this athlete that I could find. Number 16, Asulin. Bar is a 20-year-old from Israel, and he weighs 143.3 pounds or 65 kilos, and he does a 231.5 pound or 105 pound kilo pull-up, which is 161.5% of his body weight. He claims this is an unofficial world record for his weighted pull-up in the under 66 kilo category of streetlifting. He has also done a set of 12 one-arm pull-ups and a one-arm muscle-up. Number 15, Aubin Chevillard. Aubin is a 26-year-old who was born in Manila in the Philippines, but now lives in France. He is 5'11" and competes in the under 73 kilos category for streetlifting, or 160.9 pounds. His best weighted pull-up is 238.1 pounds, or 108 kilos, which is 147.9% of his body weight. He can also do a 104.7 pound or 47.5 kg muscle up. Number 14, Xavier Macias. Xavier is a 32-year-old and was born in Ecuador, but moved to Italy when he was 15 years old. He competes in the under 94 kilogram weight class or 207.2 pounds in streetlifting. His best pull-up is 239.8 pounds or 108.75 kilos, which is 115.7% of his body weight. Xavier holds the world record in streetlifting competition for total weight at 1,345 pounds or 610 kilos, making him the strongest streetlifter in the world currently. And for those who don't know, streetlifting is a strength sport, much like powerlifting, but instead uses the weighted pull-up, weighted muscle-up, weighted dip, and squat. And Xavier has the world record in this category in all of these lifts except the dip. Number 13 on the list is Liu Weiqiang, or Liu Sanle, who is a Chinese SWAT police officer and athlete who, according to Guinness World Records, holds the Guinness World Record for heaviest weighted pull-up at 109.2 kilos or 240.7 pounds. And according to the Guinness World Records article, he broke 8 of their weighted calisthenics records in 1 year. He was 27 years old at the time of his lift, but is now 28 or 29. Here he is credited with a 240.7 pound or 109.2 kilo weighted pull-up at a body weight of 68.8 kilos or 151.7 pounds, which makes his pull-up 158.7% of his body weight. In addition to this, he has the Guinness World Record for weighted dip at 339.95 pounds or 154.2 kg. But as we will see, this is not the actual world record, just the Guinness World Record. Other than his paid submissions to Guinness for the records he submitted and the article on him, there's very little information on him due to him living in China and only being on Chinese social media. Number 12, Filip Sauli. Filip is a 21-year-old from the Czech Republic, and he stands at 6 feet tall and weighs 167.6 pounds or 76 kg, and he does a 242.5 pound or 110 kg pull-up, which is 144.7% of his body weight. Even more impressive than that, Filip is known for his 121.3 pound or 55 kg added bar muscle up, which makes it one of the heaviest muscle ups ever. And also, when considering it's 72.4% of his body weight, it is likely the highest percent body weight muscle up of all time. Number 11, Boris Terry. Boris is a powerlifter from the United States and was initially a weighted calisthenics athlete who weighed 220 pounds or 99.8 kg when he did a 250 pound or 113.4 kg weighted pull-up, which was 113.6% of his body weight. This was performed almost 13 years ago now, back in 2012. He has also done a weighted pull-up with 225 pounds for 3 reps at a body weight of 215 pounds, which is extremely impressive for that time. Number 10, David Marchante. David is a 33-year-old Spanish athlete and entrepreneur with 1 million followers on Instagram and 1.87 million subscribers on YouTube, and Guinness World Record holder. When he was 25, he did a 96.85 kg weighted pull-up on TV with the Guinness World Record judge officiating, but claims he did a 104.55 kg weighted pull-up off camera, which was certified by the Guinness World Record judge. Regardless, he has a video of himself on Instagram doing a weighted pull-up with 253.5 pounds or 115 kg added at a body weight of 168.7 pounds, which is 150.3% of his body weight. Number 9, Roee Papo, who is a Ninja Warrior athlete from Israel who weighs 149.9 pounds or 68 kg, and his best 2-arm weighted pull-up is 253.5 pounds or 115 kg, which is an astounding 169.1% of his body weight. So this is not the heaviest pull-up on this list, but it is the heaviest weighted pull-up relative to body weight. He has also done a weighted 1-arm pull-up with 77.2 pounds or 35 kilograms added, which is an absolutely ridiculous 51.5% of his body weight. In addition to this, he's also done a set of 22 1-arm pull-ups in 56 seconds, though lots of kipping was used at the end. Number 8, Pere Fernandez. Pere is a 25-year-old multi-time European streetlifting champion and streetlifting coach from Catalonia, Spain, who stands at 5'11" and weighs 189.6 pounds or 86 kilograms. His heaviest weighted pull-up is 256.3 pounds or 116.25 kilograms, which is 135.2% of his body weight. This was done in competition, so the form was perfect. He is also known for his in-competition world record bar muscle up of 116.8 pounds or 53 kilograms. So he had to use strict form, but he has done a 55 kilogram muscle up in the gym. He also had the world record for heaviest ring muscle up 4 years ago at 60 kg before it was beaten by number 20 on our list, Artem Shirokov. Number 7, Dima Vlasov. Dima, who goes by Dima Polls on Instagram, is a 36-year-old streetlifter who weighs 167.6 pounds or 76 kg, and shown here is his weighted pull-up 1 rep max of 259 pounds or 117.5 kg, which is 154.6% of his body weight. This is some serious elite level pulling strength from a pretty unknown athlete. Number 6, V_Bohuslav. which is what he goes by on his Instagram. There is very little information on this athlete, but it appears as though he is from Russia. However, what we do know is that he is 6'3.5", weighs 209.4 pounds or 95 kg, and he has done a 264.6 pound or 120 kilogram weighted pull-up, which is 126.3% of his body weight. He has also done a 396.8 pound or 180 kg dip, making him one of the strongest weighted calisthenics athletes in the world, yet remains in obscurity. Number 5, Ludovic Adamantium. Ludovic, who goes by Ludo_Adamantium on Instagram, is a 36-year-old French streetlifter and powerlifter. He is 6 feet tall and 198.4 pounds or 90 kg. His best two-arm weighted pull-up is 269 pounds or 122 kg, which is 135.6% of his body weight. This is the world record for heaviest pull-up done in competition. Not only is he incredibly strong, but he can also perform high-rep, moderate weight endurance sets. He has done a mind-blowing set consisting of 30 reps with an added 66.1 pounds or 30 kg. And he can also do a 99.2 pound or 45 kg bar muscle up. Truly one of the strongest street lifters of all time. Number 4, Reza Alipour. Reza is a 30-year-old Iranian speed climber who stands at 5'7" and weighs 167.6 pounds or 76 kg. Reza is a world champion speed climber and athletic specimen known for breaking the world record in speed climbing several years ago. But he also took 4th place at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, losing to the American who took 3rd place, who set a new world record at 4.74 seconds. His best weighted pull-up clocks in at a whopping 275.6 pounds or 125 kg, which is 164.5% of his body weight. He claims he has done 320 pounds or 145 kilograms here in this Instagram post, but the heaviest weight I've seen him post on his Instagram with over 2.1 million followers is 313 pounds or 142 kilograms, and he was only able to half rep it. Number 3, Mathew Zlat. Mathew is a 24-year-old Russian streetlifting competitor with a height of 5 feet 11.5 inches and weight of 208.4 pounds or 94.55 kg. Mathew does a 281.1 pound or 127.5 kg pull-up, which is 134.8% of his body weight. Mathew has also done an elite level weighted one-arm pull-up with an added 71.7 pounds or 32.5 kg. He is also well known for his world record weighted dip with an added 451.9 pounds or 205 kg. Mathew Zlat is one of the best weighted pull-up and weighted calisthenics athletes of all time, and at just 24 years old, I would love to see him get more recognition for his accomplishments. Number 2, Vitaliy Feschuk. Vitaliy is a 29-year-old from Ukraine who is 6 feet tall and weighs 220.5 pounds or 100 kilos, popular for his gravity-defying calisthenics and traditional powerlifting feats of strength to his 347,000 Instagram followers. However, he is likely most well known, especially by the hardcore calisthenics fans, for his 130 kg or 288.6 pound pull-up, which is just incredible. And this is 130% of his body weight. His other outstanding feats of strength include a 56.5 kg or 124.6 pound muscle up, which is likely the heaviest muscle up of all time. He has a 190 kg or 418.9 pound weighted dip, and he has also done a set of 10 one-arm pull-ups, which is very impressive given that his body weight is 102 kg or 225 pounds in the video shown here. Without a doubt, Vitaliy is one of the strongest calisthenics athletes of all time, but does not actively compete in competitions. Lastly, number 1, Andrey Smaev. Andrey is a 26-year-old hulk of a man and athletic anomaly from Russia, standing at 6'1" and most recently weighing 329.6 pounds or 149.5 kilos. Andrey was a factory worker in Russia when he burst onto the scene and now has almost 500,000 followers on Instagram due to his inhuman feats of strength, especially when it comes to weighted pull-ups. Some of Andrey's best weighted pull-ups have been 110 kilos or 242.5 pounds for 12 reps, 115 kilos or 253.5 pounds for 10 reps, 135 kilos or 297.6 pounds for 5 reps, 160 kilos or 352.7 pounds for 2 reps. And finally, his heaviest weighted pull-up tops the charts at 377 pounds or 171 kilos added at a body weight of 286.6 pounds or 130 kilos, which is 131.5% of his body weight. But as you can see, he doesn't get his chin over the bar. The reason he is unable to get his chin over the bar is because he has so much muscle mass on his forearms and biceps that as he pulls, his forearm meets his bicep, creating a block for further movement. This is the same issue bodybuilders have when doing pull-ups. Andrey even does a set of bodyweight pull-ups for 51 reps at a body weight of 140 kilos and does not seem to get his chin above the bar. So because of this limitation, he would struggle to do well in a pull-up competition, but he is able to get his chin over the bar doing a chin-up, which is due to the biomechanics of a chin-up versus a pull-up. Regardless, his weighted pull-up and chin-up strength is far and away the best of anyone on earth at this current moment. Not much is known about his life, but a few years ago he said he did not want to compete in any strength sport, even though he has all the potential to be a champion in streetlifting, powerlifting, or arm wrestling if he applied himself. It is unknown how he feels about competing today. This chart shows all the athletes we discussed and their ranking according to most added weight, which were shown from lowest to highest. However, when looking at highest percent weight pulled compared to body weight, the new first place belongs to Roee Papo. Second place goes to Andrey Aleksandrov, and third place goes to Reza Alipour, making them the pound for pound strongest pullers on earth. And lastly, we can look at total weight pulled, which includes the athlete's body weight plus the added weight, which shakes things up a bit. But first, second, and third place again goes to Andrey Smaev, Vitaliy Feschuk, and Mathew Zlat, respectively. Did I leave anyone off the list? Who do you think did the best pull-ups? If you thought this video was entertaining, interesting, or insightful in any way, please consider liking the video, subscribing, and commenting down below to help support the channel. Thank you so much and stay strong.